Welcome back, everybody, to another episode on the HermitCraft server. Oh yeah, guys, so today we are going to be, well, we're going to be heading over to XB's base real quick. We need to get ourselves some wither skeleton skulls. So wither skeleton skulls obviously are pretty important in vanilla Minecraft, so you can make yourself a beacon. So that's one of the things that I would like to do today. I tried in a live stream farming wither skulls at the nether proper area. Like, you go to the shopping district, the portal underneath takes us below the netherrack ceiling, or I'm sorry, the bedrock ceiling, into the netherrack area. I tried farming at the fortress right there pretty much at the start, and my goodness, guys, it is pretty much impossible to get enough wither skeletons to spawn. So over here at XB's base area, he showed me very kindly how to get to where we need to go, and I believe it is over in this direction. This should be south of his base. So somewhere over in this desert, just a few rockets away, we should enter, or we should find ourselves a portal to enter the nether and find ourselves the correct nether fortress that we're looking for. So there's the boat, here's the portal, and this takes us into another part of the nether. Okay, so we go through here, and that's his little arrow pointing the way back to his base. So let me see if I get my bearings here. Yeah, so we go this way, avoid the ghast, we head over here. Got another nether fortress. Oh, do we head over here? Maybe not. I thought I remembered where I was going. Well, I'm gonna fly around for a moment here. This looks correct, yes. Okay, so here is the nether fortress. There's a blaze spawner there, and he has put in some work here. I believe this design was made by Tango, I think is what he told me. Anyway, it's not super perfect. Like, in order to make the spawn rates really good around here, you would need to slab out pretty much every spawnable space around this nether fortress. And yeah, that's not going to happen. It just is so much work to put into it when our nether is going to be reset for 1.16. But as you can see here, like, we got a decent amount of wither skeletons that just spawned with like pretty much no effort at all, right? So the way this farm works is, I think you're supposed to walk all the way over there and then walk all the way back. But we're just going to do kind of a halfway gather up. So you grab the wither skeletons, they see you over these stairs because they're slightly taller. Like, if we do F3B, you can see the red is where their eyes are, right? So that's where they see you. But like, Blaze and stuff are a little shorter, so they can't see you over these two blocks, so they don't aggro, and they just kind of hang out down below. So if we take these wither skeletons and we walk over here on top of this stair, they come up here onto these hoppers, and then you can just attack them. Yep. So any wither skeleton skulls that drop, generally, like that one, appear to pop out of them and go into my inventory. All of the regular drops generally go into the hoppers, and these hoppers are pointed into a chest right here where all of the items are being collected. Yeah, so we got ourselves one wither skeleton skull with next to no effort, right? Like, we walked over there, we saw there was some wither skeletons, we brought them over on top of the hoppers, and boom, we got super lucky. It's not always gonna be that easy to get them, but yeah, that is definitely really, really awesome and way better than the way I was trying to farm these before. So I'm looking in the farm right now, there's no wither skeletons. We could just hang out, wait for mobs to despawn, and let those skeletons come in, or we can just do it the fast way and just fly away, go like 128 blocks away, something like that, which will despawn all of the mobs over there, and then when we fly back, they will respawn in, and hopefully we'll get a bunch of wither skeletons. So let's fly back real quick. Just a quick, whoa, watch out for the lava. Just a quick little sprint back and forth like so, just a quick flight. And do we got anything? I'm not seeing any spawns. We got a bunch of blaze over here. Some more wither skeletons. So I think this time we should probably just do the full loop. So this guy right here, he will see me and he'll follow on the inside area. But yeah, oh, I guess that blaze did see me somehow. I'm not sure. Oh, was he up on that stair over there where the skeletons climb up? Might have been. But anyway, that blaze, we lose line of sight because of this glass, and it will stop aggroing me, so it's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, because the fire tick is off on this server, if the blaze shoot the ground, yeah, it puts a little spot of fire there that will never go out. So every once in a while, you do have to go through here and perform a little maintenance to remove the fires that have been put there. But honestly, it's not a huge issue. That pigman is preventing this guy from going. That's kind of funny. Anyway, so we gathered up quite a few of these guys. We'll bring them right over here with a pigman, I guess, which is fine. Not much we can do about that. And we just rip all their faces again. All right, are we gonna get lucky this time with another skull? Maybe. Oh, we got lots of piggies up here now. Let's go and take care of these guys. So no extra skull in my inventory. Oh, there's a guy down here. We gotta be careful of that. No extra skull in my inventory, none down here. But we do gotta kill this guy because he is not happy with us. There we go. All right, guys. So we are at the end of my branch mine that we've already mined. There's like a little cave at one end. And I went down that cave and I just dug another 2x1 tunnel and opened up a 3x3 room here. So we're gonna fight our first wither boss. In fact, before we start, I should probably turn down the volume, right? Because that's normally things like, it's too loud and we gotta turn it down anyway. Let's bring it down to like 30%. Yeah, so we'll do that. So we're gonna fight our first wither boss, just in a little tunnel area here. In fact, I should probably fill this in a little bit. A little gravel patch there, it's fine. Cool. All right, so we're gonna use our bow. Oh. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and use our bow and get it down to that 50% mark. Then we'll use our sword and take it the rest of the way down. These fights are really, really easy when you just do it in a little 2x1 tunnel like this. Yeah, the wither boss, it tries its hardest to get to you, and it can't ever really reach you as long as you keep backing up a little bit. It doesn't make too big of a mess. But yeah, this is a pretty easy fight, and there it is. So wither boss dead, nether star get. We got ourselves a wither head. There it is. And we didn't take a single point of damage. So we could fight the rest of our bosses here if we really want to. Turn the sound back up. Yeah, we could fight the rest of them down here if we really wanted to. Or there's another option, which I have never done before. Apparently, what does this even look like? Oh, okay. Yeah, apparently in the end, there is a thing underneath the bedrock portal to escape the end to spawn in wither bosses. I want to check that out. Apparently, it's very easy to do it. You don't have to worry about backing up. The wither essentially like does damage to itself. Yeah, I want to go check that out. So let's head over to the end. So here we are at the end portal, and yeah, sure enough, there's a little stairway down below it, and it looks like... Okay, so we have obsidian 2 blocks below the portal, and that's the outline for making the wither boss, right? The body of it. So the one single block looks like it's directly below the very center of the portal. And we come up here. Yeah, the very center of the portal has a bunch of bedrock above it. Okay, so that's how that works. I've never used one of these before, but yeah, the center block goes where the one single block of the wither boss is. I assume like you can orientate this any way you want. But anyway, let's go ahead and give this one a go here. So we'll do that, that, and that. So the wither boss is now spawned there. It is still going to explode and cause damage, so we'll want to back up a little bit here. But yeah, I ended up farming a decent amount of these wither skeleton skulls. I figured, you know, might as well go ahead and just get this stuff done now. Okay, so it just like constantly spams. Can I do more damage to it? Okay, yeah, so it's hurting itself a lot, or it's suffocating, I'm not sure what. And then I can just sit here and do a bunch of damage to it as well. Okay, so do the stars just land underneath it, or do they go to the world spawn? That's another thing we'll have to figure out as well. And... okay, so... star and another skull here. So this is a different wither's head. Okay, cool. So that's pretty easy. I like it. Nice and easy. So the next stop of us getting ourselves a beacon is we're going to want a max tier beacon, which means we're going to have to cough up the different blocks in order for us to make it. So I'm thinking that emeralds would be a pretty good way for us to do this, since we can trade a bunch of different things here for emeralds. So wheat we can trade, and then I have also grabbed some pumpkins from our diamond store that we can trade as well. So this one farmer, twice a day we can get 28 emeralds. That's not a whole lot, is it? Not really. So we're gonna have to figure out some other ways to get ourselves some emeralds, I think. I believe Impulse has a shop in the shopping district that sells emeralds. I'm not sure how much of those are. We can also sell rotten flesh. Ooh, this has actually gotten cheaper. Rotten flesh and bottles here. So let's do this. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. So we'll do, oh, I only got 10 rotten flesh. Oh, I thought I had more. You know what? I definitely do have more. Let's not waste a trade. You can only trade with the villagers like twice per day, I believe now, right? Since 1:15. And if we waste a trade and then they reset, yeah, we just pretty much wasted extra emeralds we could have gotten. So let's grab some more of this stuff from our drown farm here. So now we have plenty of this stuff to trade our apothecary villager or whatever. I don't even know what the name of the job is that that villager is. Is that what it is? Is it a cleric? I'm not sure. Whoop. Oh, I just killed myself. It's a cleric job is what it is. Anyway, so as we were gonna do, we're gonna trade the rotten flesh here, and then we could trade our glass bottles. So the glass bottles we're trading one for an emerald, and then over here from these villagers we can take one emerald and turn it into 4 glass, and then each glass turns into an emerald. So with these two we have infinite emerald trading, but we are limited to only the 2 trades per day, unfortunately. So yeah, we can do that, do these, that, this, and then this guy's just gonna be locked out for the rest of the day. We'll go ahead and grab that XP, repair some stuff while we're at it. Very good. And once again, we will take these and turn those into more blocks here. Like so, and like so. Okay, so there's 12 more blocks. So I believe it is 2.5 stacks of blocks in order to make a beacon base. So we don't really have that much. Maybe if, I don't think you can use a lapis. Maybe if we like took all of these together, we would be pretty close, but that's not what we want to do. We don't want to use our diamonds or our gold or our iron for that stuff. So maybe we will head off to the shopping district and take a look and see if we can get ourselves enough emeralds to make ourselves a full emerald beacon base. So since last episode, the diamond blocks for the shopping district have moved from over by Azuma's honeypot shop over back to where they were before, but this time they're on a much nicer stand. So you could kind of hear some pufferfish below me. There is a player sensor, and when a player gets close enough to activate the player sensor, a beacon gets formed here. Now the interesting thing about that is, if you've never made a beacon before, it gives you the advancement for making the beacon. So I never put a beacon together, but I got close to this thing previously, and it just said that I obtained the beaconator and whatever the max tier beacon advancement is. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Just being close to this thing like turns on the beacon. Pretty cool design. I believe it was Doc M77 who made that, so good job with that. So yeah, Impulse's emerald shop is right here, and he gave us free samples before, right? 26 emerald plus a free totem of undying. It was like, what is that thing called? So anyway, these are 2 diamonds per stack of emeralds. So each line of these is going to be 18 diamonds, which is 2 blocks, and we are going to want this many. So there is 2 blocks of diamonds, so that should be 18 per line. We should be good to go. So this should be enough emeralds for us to convert into 2 stacks of emerald blocks. You can just shift click those in there. And there we go. Cool. So now we should have enough emeralds to make ourselves a beacon base if we combine it with our other emeralds that we have. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and take these back to the base, and then we're actually going to set up our beacon. All right, guys. So here we are below our drown farm island, right? And then in between our smallest little real island here, yeah, we placed down some glass here in the ocean. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because I want to dig out an area down, well, pretty much everything from the ocean all the way down to bedrock. And I feel like this is probably going to be the best bet because this might be one of the lowest points in the world at the bottom of the ocean, right? Maybe if we had a deep ocean here, we could get even lower, like right here is a little bit lower, but I want to do this right here. So the plan is I'm going to dig out a big empty space way down, all the way down to bedrock for a creeper farm. And the plan that I have after like that's dug out is I kind of want to remove the water around the area and have like glass walls or whatever, maybe like a funnel kind of a thing. I haven't quite figured out the entire design here. But this glass is on a chunk border. I don't think that really matters much as far as the design goes, but it'll help me out like figuring how far I have to dig, because I'm going to dig out pretty much all 4 of these chunks here for the creeper farm. Anyway, so that's what we got going on here. Whoops, the wrong one. F3G. Cool. So next step is I need to dig out underneath this glass all the way down to bedrock, place down our emerald blocks with our beacon on top, and a drown happened to give me a gold ingot, so we'll turn it on with that and give us some haste, so we should be able to instant mine with efficiency 5. So that is our next plan here. It's been a little bit of time since my last clip. I figured I'd bring you guys back in so you guys can see what I'm up to here. And yeah, we are enjoying a little bit of instant mine here on stone. Unfortunately, we're dealing with a combination of dirt and stone at the same time, so I have to keep swapping my tools. But yeah, we are making some progress here. So I have this little area dug out, and I'm digging up as far as I can go. But let me come over here real quick. Yeah, if we go down this water column here, you can see I've already dug out quite a bit. So this is another area where I went down. We're on top of the beacon base. I did it too high. And then I did up as far as I can reach, all the way around this 4 chunk area. So this is 4 chunks, but then we're also going out 1 block around those 4 chunks too. So this is going to be a 34 by 34 area that we are digging out specifically for farming creepers. We are going to also bring this floor down a little bit lower to bedrock, because that is where our collection system's gonna be, and the killing chamber and things along those lines. But currently, yeah, I am up here on the next level up, going through and trying to remove blocks. I want to make sure we have plenty of space here for different floors for this creeper farm and all that kind of stuff. So yep, I am going through and just clearing out all sorts of blocks. I'm not actually sure if we are going to remove the water up above and like make this completely open to the air or not. That's still something I am considering right now. But anyway, I'm just going to continue digging on. Well, some more time has passed. In fact, this is the next day, very late in the day. You can see now we got a whole lot of villagers here. Yeah, so I went ahead and I bred up all these villagers. I put in 18 beds. I got those here and I put in a bell. I was trying to figure out how to spawn in cats. The last time I looked at trying to spawn in cats, there wasn't a lot of information, but going to the wiki now does show all the information I'm looking for. So basically the way it works, you have to have 1 bed and you have to have 4 beds and 1 villager, right? So that makes a village, and having 4 beds is enough for a minimum of 1 cat to spawn. So pretty much the game checks every minute, every certain amount of ticks for that equal 1 minute, to see if there's a player within 2 chunks of a village, and if so, then it tries to see if there's enough room for a cat, and if so, it tries to spawn the cat. So there's a few checks that happens, and pretty much if you're on a server with a bunch of other people online at once, it could choose any random player, and it'll take a very long time to spawn a cat. So right now it's just me and Scar on, so I've had some pretty good luck getting cats to spawn. And guys, I have a confession to make. I might have turned into a crazy cat lady. Yes, we have a few cats, like 1 or 2. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine. So anyway, we got the Siamese and the ragdoll. I actually have a ragdoll in real life. So these are really nice cats. I like them. But anyway, the reason why we need these cats is because those are going to sit in the middle of the creeper farm spawn pads. Let's actually head over there. I have done some work and I want to show you guys what I have been up to. So yeah, the cats will sit in the middle of the creeper spawn pads. That's the whole purpose for them. And they're going to scare the creepers off the spawn pad so they go into the flowing water where we want them to go. And yeah, so I have putting in just a little bit of work here. It's not complete just yet, but we have the water channels ready to go. And we're just going to be dumping the creepers directly onto magma blocks to kill them. I have a few hopper minecarts directly below this, so we'll extract the items off of the magma blocks here and then put them into a chest for us. I haven't really tested this out before, and I believe this is a design. Well, it's not exactly a design by Logical Geek Boy, but it's based off his design. I think this is the creeper farm that a lot of the other hermits use, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so yeah, the spawn pads, they are, what is that, 11 by 11, and then we knock out some of the blocks in the corner because that's, like if a creeper spawns here and a cat's in the center, it'll see it and freak out and try and get away from the cat. If they're like on these blocks over here that we have removed, they would be far enough away from the cat and not care about it and never try and leave the spawn pad. Anyway, so we have trap doors here between them. The creepers see these as being closed as full blocks that they can just pathfind across. But since they're open, they'll fall straight down into what will be our water channels, which will push the creepers onto the magma blocks. Yeah, so that's the way this works. And I think there's enough room here where I can install a third set of pads, but I don't want to go too crazy until we get this thing working. Yeah, I really would like to just get both of these going, and I got to get my cats down here in order for this to work. So we have to put the cats in minecarts, put the minecarts in the center, put carpets around in certain locations to prevent spiders from spawning, and then we also have to put a whole bunch of trap doors on the underside of this spawn pad and then above this spawn pad here. So this is 2 blocks tall with a trap door, so it's slightly less than 2 blocks tall. That'll make it so only creepers will spawn in here. You guys seen how creeper farms work? If not, I recommend going off to Logical Geek Boy's YouTube channel and check out his creeper farm design. So the next trick is, can we get a cat to follow me underground into the farm area? I assume we'll be able to do this, but I haven't tried this yet, so I don't know for sure. Let's take all the adult Siamese cats and let's see if we can get them to follow us over here. I think if I fly over to that island and land, they should teleport from this island. I don't think they'll go through the water, but they should teleport onto that island. And then I can kind of direct them to where we want them to go, I think. Let's give this a go, make sure this works. So I'm just going to fly over here and land, and they should spawn. Okay, so we got 5 cats here. Perfect. See what I did there? Perfect. Okay, anyway. Let's bring them over to this side. Okay, so now we have the cats here. So I'm hoping if I go down underground there, they're going to follow. I don't know if they will or will not. We're going to find out here very, very soon. So once we get them down there, then we got to figure out how we're going to get them into minecarts and all of that stuff. That's going to be real fun. So let's see if we can go down here and see if we can get them to spawn in here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we got a cat up here. Oh, this is actually kind of good. I'm going to sit you right here, and then I'll figure out how to get you into a minecart later. But yeah, we need one of these cats on each one of these spawn pads. So that's kind of cool that that one landed here. It's too bad the other... No. Don't hurt yourselves, kitties. So I need to get them out of there so they don't kill themselves. Oh, no. Didn't even think about that. Let's Let's bring them down here, maybe. Maybe? Okay, good. I'm gonna sit them all but one, and then I'll try and get that one up to where I want the cat to be. So let's see if I can take it up to the very top up here. See if I can get the spawn up here on this spawn pad, hopefully. Oh, it's on the wrong spawn pad, but it is on a spawn pad. Oh, I didn't make it. See if I can do that again. Maybe I'll do this. Get over here, onto here, sit you down. Perfect. Okay, so we got another one up here. Well, anyway, I'm going to continue to do this, and then we'll see if we can get them into minecarts. So getting the kitties into the minecart is actually pretty easy. Yeah, I didn't know how easy it was going to be until I just did a couple of these, but I wanted to show you guys how easy it is in case you don't know. So you have your sitting kitty, you just kind of move them out of the way, right? Like so, get rid of this torch, and then we are going to place down 2 rail, a minecart, and just nudge the kitty into the minecart. Literally it. And then just push the minecart onto the track, get rid of the tracks. So now the kitty is in the minecart, no track, and is being held in place by carpeting, right? So now no matter what happens, like this kitty isn't going to be moved anywhere. The carpet will make sure it stays in place. Yeah, and then the cat can't teleport because it's in a minecart. So yeah, relatively easy. And 2 stacks of black wool. So to prevent spiders from spawning, we place carpets on the spawn pad in certain locations so there is no like open 3x3 area. Yeah, that's how spiders can spawn, is in a 3x3 area. That even includes like spaces right here. If we didn't put this carpet here, a spider chose this spot to spawn, it would check all the 8 blocks surrounding this block to see if there was an obstruction, and if there's nothing there, it would spawn right here. But yeah, this carpet will prevent that from happening. That carpet prevents this one from happening, and then the rest of the carpets that we place down will prevent the rest of it. So it's just 2 on each corner, 1 in the center, up 1, and then you just place it in between diagonally these right here, and that should block all 3x3 spawn locations on each one of these spawn pads to prevent all spiders from spawning. So pretty easy. Cool, so we got the water channels all hooked up. Yeah, the water only flows from here 4 blocks over, because beyond 4 it seems like mobs are being pushed by water start to slow down. Yeah, kind of a thing these days. So we have another source block up here that's kind of flowing forward, down, and over, and that continues pushing the mobs forward and onto here eventually. So all 4 of these water channels are all hooked up exactly the same way. No surprises here. All right, let's get out of this. Now, if we come up on this scaffolding, we should be able to see what these spawn pads now look like. Oh, maybe, can I get on here? Yeah, so we have the black carpeting around, and then we have our trapdoors up above. Probably could spare some trapdoors. Like, we don't really need one above here because nothing can spawn here anyway. And the whole purpose of these trapdoors is to make this whole spawnable area small enough that only creepers can spawn, but no skeletons and no zombies. And then, of course, the carpet is to prevent spiders. So the only thing that should be able to spawn here would just be creepers, which are going to spawn within range of these cats. The creepers don't like cats. And they're going to be like, get me out of here. And they'll fall down into the water below. That's how this farm is set up. So I think we are just about ready to give this a go for the first time. So I think what's going to happen, I'm going to go up. I'm going to turn off the lights on the top floor. And then I will turn off the lights on the bottom floor. I do need to make sure that these are all open when I'm done with this floor. And then I ended up putting just some slabs up on top on this top floor. I don't know if we're going to do it 3 tall or not. I kind of want to give this a test run before I go too crazy with this particular farm, since I haven't used it before. But anyway, let's start. I guess we'll start in the back over here. It is kind of hard to navigate around here. I cannot walk on top of these carpets with the trapdoors unless I press shift. Anyways, yeah, so we'll go ahead and get rid of the lights back here. I think that should be just fine. We want these whole pads completely dark. And since I am done with this one, we can go ahead and open it here. Then I'll get rid of these lights, etc., etc. And then I made a new way up in the corner way over there. You can kind of see the scaffolding. we were using a scaffolding that went right next to this light source, which I will have to get rid of as well in order to completely turn off all the lights in here. But yeah, that's another thing we'll do. I'll probably just do that from up above or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue getting rid of the lights here, and then we'll be back. Okay guys, so I've been monitoring this farm for a little while, and it seems like for the most part things are working correctly. I am seeing, however, that creepers sometimes run away from the cats, and they will land right here on these black carpets on the very edges, and then they'll just kind of hang out, and then they'll eventually despawn, which I guess is fine. It's not ideal. I'm not sure if I did something wrong with the farm to make them just kind of like hang out right here and not want to run away. But for the most part, as creepers spawn in, as I've been watching this, it seems to be working just fine. Like the creepers will generally see the cats and then immediately run away from like this pad over to this pad and then fall down right into the center here and go and turn into gunpowder. So for the little while that I've been looking at this, we've collected almost a stack of gunpowder, which is fantastic. Yeah, this farm seems to be working quite nicely. Now this is the second time that I've seen a creeper land right here. And I do believe the creeper will either despawn or will walk into the water because it doesn't really want to just drop off the edge, which is fine. Again, not ideal. There might be something better that I can do to like retain them more. But yeah, every once in a while, they will just kind of walk off and land on the edge there. I don't really want to bring those walls up to here because then the creepers will try and run from this spot over to here or whatever. So I want to try and keep those low enough that they don't attempt to pathfind to them. But anyway, I just dug out a little 2x2 area here, and I'm just kind of AFKing in this spot with some fence gates right here in case creepers do fall off the pads onto the floor down below and start walking around. I don't want them to get me. But yeah, this is what we're looking like right now. Now, there is some areas here that need to be lit up. I have noticed we have some creepers back here, which are affecting the mob cap. There's a zombie over here. Yep, that's affecting the mob cap. So I need to go through and light up all of these caves. Yeah, look at this. We got a little party going on over here. Is that 4 creepers and 2 zombies? Yeah, so anyway, it's not perfect around here. I did spend some time in a live stream going through and trying to light up caves and stuff, but there is definitely more work to be done. But for the most part, it seems like we are definitely spawning in creepers at a fairly decent rate, and for just AFKing to collect gunpowder, not bad at all. And now that we can get gunpowder on our own, we are finally free of the clutches of Tango for having to buy his rockets. Oh my goodness. Yes, being able to make our own rockets and being self-dependent, so much better, guys. So much better. So yeah, I won't have to spend any more diamonds to fill up my firework rocket chest anymore. And then we can also start getting like the higher flight duration ones if we want to go longer distance. I mean, the flight duration one works okay, but like when you gotta travel pretty far, that having that little extra flight duration I think makes all the difference. So that's something that we will definitely be looking at here in the future once we get a crazy amount of gunpowder. But guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of HermitCraft. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Remember to leave a like if you did, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.